Hi, this is Gerald Salenti, and it's Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. And your new Trends Journal's coming out soon. And here's the cover. It says it all. U.S.S.A, United Soviet States of America. Freedom? Fuck you. Political parasites in charge. You got it. Little fucking freaks, arrogant little scumbags, little motherfuckers, and to be proper in this proper language time, little fatherfuckers too. Maybe transgender fuckers, little fucking pieces of shit that have robbed us of our life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that our founding fathers fought for. And it's not only in America, it's all over the fucking bullshit crap line of what they call democracies. Yeah, remember that cover of the Trends Journal? Here we are. Who's your favorite little freak? Olaf Scholz? No, Sunak. No, little Catson Macron with a pecker the size of a pencil. Or maybe a toothpick. Or murderer Netanyahu, the genocide king. Democracies. What a bunch of fucking horse shit. Hey, remember the COVID war? No jab, no job. I'm the president. I'll tell you what to do. Oh, no. I'm the premier of Australia. Little Andrews, a little clowny boy. Oh, yeah, they just gave him an award, or a King's Award. For what? Locking down Melbourne for 272 days? Got one shot, you better get two. Oh, now the data's coming out about the dangers of the shots. First gene therapy inoculation injected into a human body. Operation Warp Speed by Trump. All you Trump fans, yeah, gave us Fauci clown. Yep, called a state of emergency on Black Friday, March 13th, 2020. Why, that's racist calling it Black Friday. How about fuck Friday? Fuck you. Again, cover the Trends Journal says it. U.S.S.A, United Soviet States of America. Freedom? Fuck you. Political parasites in charge. Oh, and how about peace, huh? Oh, gee, there's pieces of shit, no peace allowed. And of course, your Trends Journal, we cover the no peace allowed. Oh, by the way, we're having a peace and freedom rally up here in Kingston, New York on on September 28th. A march for peace. We want millions to march for peace. Millions. On September 28th, up here, the Four Corners of Freedom, Crown and John Street. Scott Ritter will be here, Judge Napolitano, and more names coming. So going on to what we're covering in this week's Trends Journal, just some of the articles on the lovely Israel war. Genocide gang. Israel used U.S. bombs in deadly strike on UN school. Yep, I only killed back a couple of them. Who cares? Israel media operation influenced Congress. Yep, facts are there. Even brought to you by the Toilet Paper Record in New York Times. U.S. celebrates latest Gaza massacre, quote, as a successful hostage rescue. They only killed about, almost 300 innocent people, wounded a couple of hundred more. Yeah, it's all right. Got 4 guys, got 4 free people, 4 hostages. Yeah. Jerusalem Day genocide parade. Kill Arabs and keep stealing their land. And it keeps going on. Netanyahu ramps up Gaza genocide as prostitutes sell bullshit line that Biden pushed him into a corner. Oh, yeah, remember that? Oh, remember little Chucky Schumer? Oh, Netanyahu's a bad boy, but I'll invite him to speak to Congress, the murderer. Yeah, that we're giving Israel over $3 billion a year as our country rots in front of us. That's even before this war. So a whole load of articles on the Israel war. Featured guest article by Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Normalizing War with Russia, how this is going to increase. Guest article by Dennis Kucinich, a true man of peace and freedom and democracy, running as an independent congressional candidate in Ohio because he will not be a member of the crime syndicate. This guy, he's a real true man. He spoke at our Peace and Freedom rally last May. Not this one, the year before. And his article is U.S. targets journalists who criticize administration's foreign policy. Yep, like Scott Ritter, who'll be here. A real man, a real fighter, and a fighter for peace. Because these little fucking pieces of shit, this little scumbag, little dick, Lindsey Graham, he loves war. This little fuck, he couldn't fight. As I say, couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. One little shit after another. Oh, how about that Peter shit? Peter, Adam shit. Yeah, Adam shit. The guy that's up in California, loves war, can't fight. Oh, Cotton, I was in the military. Go over there and fight, Cottonmouth. Schumer, little Chucky Schumer. Could you imagine the fucking crap heads? Oh, and that's why you want our t-shirt. Hey, politicians, who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? And of course, we got the back of it. And that's one finger says it all. Those are the shits running the fucking world. Over there in Israel, they got that guy Smotrich, repeats call to keep stealing Palestinian land. And again, other featured guest articles by Dr. Joseph Mercola. Researchers call for urgent action to address mass contamination of blood supply. Featured guest article by John and Nisha Whitehead. What's next for Battlefield America? Yeah, U.S.S.A. Again, subscribe to the Trends Journal. We're giving you what nobody in the world is giving you. All the fucking media is going down the toilet, and we're going up. And the more subscribers we have, the more we spread the word of what we're putting out. Again, it's only $2.46 a week. Nothing. And we're giving you everything. And a special article that you're not going to want to miss by Gregory Mannarino. You ready? Central banks, a race to the bottom. Mass currency devaluation. That's right. Oh, tomorrow everybody's going to be waiting for what the Feds are going to say. How are they going to put it out there? What are they going to do with interest rates? They're going to be cutting them. They may not do it tomorrow, but they're going to keep cutting interest rates. The ECB cut interest rates. The Bank of Canada cut interest rates. They're all cutting interest rates because their economies are going down and they have to boost them up. So being that it's one big gang, the bank's the bandit gang, the United States is not going to keep its interest rates high because the other ones are lowering them. So if they lower their interest rates, the other countries, and the dollar stays high, their inflation goes way up. So the United States is going to join the gang. They're a member of the gang. Now, how long will this gang stay in place? Because that's other articles we have in here. You know, words coming out, we don't know if it's official yet or true, that Saudi Arabia is going to be ending their dollar deal. If that happens and you're looking at the BRICS, they don't want to go dollars either. The death of the dollar is going to come sooner than later. Gold prices are up today. Of course, you know, they're only in the, you know, the 220 range, $2,320 range. They're up, you know, they're down over $100 from their high, but we say it's near its bottom. Yeah, gold could fluctuate a little more. It went up very sharply, but we're still very bullish on gold. We do not tell people what to do. Gold, it's a golden year for gold, is one of our top trends for 2024. And again, they're going to keep lowering interest rates. The lower interest rates go in the United States, the deeper the dollar falls. The deeper the dollar falls, the higher gold prices go. End of story. Trends in technocracy by the technocracy king in terms of knowing what technocracy is all about, Joe Duran. And these are some of his books, just some of them. The Synthetic Devolution. You could get this one on and Be Human, another one of his AI. It's The Decline of Humanity, The Decline of Humans, one after another. You get them on Amazon. And again, I said to him, I said, this is a great book. You know, but it's not the synthetic devolution. You spelt it wrong. It's devolution. And that's what we're in. And again, one article after another, economic update, what's going on, where interest rates are going. Oh, now, by the way, they're finally saying what we've been saying, but only repeating it in tiny little language. The banks go bust. It's one of our top trends for 2024. Bank on it. The office building bank, it's a ticking time bomb for banks. Allied Properties cut to junk by Moody's on office vacancy woes. It's Bloomberg. Isn't that nice language? Office vacancy woes. They fucked us up. They made everybody work at home. And then after people are working at home day after day, week after week, month after month, they're saying to themselves, holy fuck, I've been getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, travel an hour and a half each way. I'm not doing that shit anymore. And the people that were renting the offices, just stay home. I don't see you anyway. You're in these cubicles, and I'm spending all this money. I don't need it. Only need a couple of places, a couple of floors. We're the only ones that call the office building bust going back to May of 2020. May of 2020, we first called it. And now it's finally getting there. But the language that they use proper language. They use prostitute language. Little boys and girls, like you're still in fucking kindergarten. Office buildings in downtown Toronto. Moody's Ratings downgraded Allied Properties real estate to junk status. Today, junk status because they destroyed it. The damage done by the COVID war is incalculable. Again, nightlife has changed. Everything's changed. People, everybody knows how it changed in their lives. Citing the Canadian office landlords' high debt levels, as well as weakening occupancy rates that will weigh on its ability to meet obligations. Look at the fucking language they use. Look at the fucking shit language. They're going bust. Here. The bond grader cut the company's senior unsecured ratings to B, small a1, the highest junk rating. The outlook remains negative. Allied Properties is a real estate investment trust that specializes in turning the company, quote, although the REIT's properties have largely outperformed the broader markets over the few years, the difficult leasing environment has weakened its portfolio occupancy and reduced rent growth, Moody's senior critic. That's the shit that they say. Not a fucking word about how the banks are going to go bust. This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Oh, and the banks got all that dough during the COVID war when people got the free money and businesses from the government. And what did they do? They bought treasuries when interest rates were at zero. So that's what they got. They don't have the money to pay this stuff off. So this thing's going to go down big. No one is talking about it. And when this crashes, gold prices are going to skyrocket. Again, you're going to see a number of banks, we're writing about it in the Trends Journal, that are going to be going bust. The more banks that go bust, again, 3 banks went bust, Silicon Valley in 2023, Signature and First Republic. That brought the markets down and gold prices side. It was 3 banks. You're going to see many, many more than 3, go more than 10 times that number. And when that happens, boom, the crash comes. What else do we have here? Trends on the Ukraine war front. Yep. What's going on there? Trends I views. COVID vaccines may have contributed to 3 million excess deaths in the West. 3 million excess deaths. The last numbers I looked at, some 7 million people out of 8 billion died of COVID. That's it. And 3 million extra, right? Because of the COVID jab. Operation Warp Speed. But barely reported. What else? Trends in High-Tech Science by Ben Davis. Trends in AI. Ben Davis has a whole section here. Again, we're giving you what everybody in the world needs in these very difficult times that we're facing. And it's only going to get much worse. We have been warning, for example, that Netanyahu is going to do everything he can to stay in power. This guy Gantz just quit. And they're going to keep ramping up the war. When all else fails, they take you to war. We said they're going to expand the war against Syria, Lebanon, and Iran. And now the word is out that the IDF is striking deep into Lebanon, but they don't put that like that. They're striking deep in there to get Hezbollah. Hezbollah, these are the men and women that united to fight against Israel's occupation of Lebanon and threw them out. That the United States and Israel and its allies call a terrorist group. You're a terrorist group if you try to throw out the invaders. Yeah. Just like the United States put sanctions on a Palestinian group that's fighting against, quote, the settlers. Illegal colonists that stole the land in violation of the Geneva Convention and Article 242 of the United Nations. But U.S. imposes sanctions on Palestinian group for fighting its occupier. Article in your Trends Journal, plus many, many, many others. So here's the deal. We're getting shadow banned. And so please do what you can do. You know, hit this thing to subscribe so you know you're getting, and spread the word. The more subscribers we have, the more we can do. Again, not in terms of giving you more information. The information we get, you're getting over 200 pages on average now. With no ads. Nobody tells us what to do. Nobody. Again, $2.56 a week. You subscribe to the Trends Journal. Again, here's the cover of your magazine. U.S.S.A. United Soviet States of America. Freedom, fuck you. Political parasites in charge. Again, we're fighting for freedom. We're not prostitutes. We're not paid off by media whores or corporate pimps. Again, no advertisers. Nobody tells us what to do. We do everything for you. And tomorrow, don't forget, tune in, 6:30 p.m. Salenti and the Judge had dinner with Scott Ritter and Judge Napolitano last Saturday. And true men of freedom, peace, and justice. Honored to be with them. The judge, nobody knows the Constitution and the Bill of Rights as clearly as he does, in the spirit of a true American. So tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. See you then, and don't forget, subscribe to the Trends Journal if you want to read history before it happens.